And good evening everybody, welcome back. We are here for one more jaunt into Wonderland. I am your host Swishbone for the remainder of the evening. For those of you who have never been here before, this channel is all about blind live let's plays where we like to tell you games for the first time and tell plenty of bad jokes and banter in the chat box over in that direction. Get your comments in there, I'll do what I can to interact with you all. For those of you who have been here before, watching me do the crazy asylum section of this game, maybe you watch me play through all the likes of the Danganronpa games, the Persona games, the other Shin Megami Tensei games, maybe the really weird streams like Doki Doki Literature Club and Song of Memories, or the classic Twitch streams like Final Fantasy VII and Forza 4. A colossal welcome back to all of you people, because without all of you, new and old, well, this channel would be here, but nowhere near as interactive or as reactive. So please, one more time, get your comments in the chat. Already got Avian in there saying Happy Friday. It is indeed. So are we going to have a happy start with the game working? Yes, we are. So Alice is back in her classic garb, and it appears we are at the Infernal Train, which is very gothic, cathedral kind of style, isn't it? It definitely has a more European, Transylvanian kind of view. Wonderland has taken a big turn for the worst. I can't see there being any entrances to the sides here, so I think we just got to walk right on in.
Hatter, I must stop this infernal train and the evil force that drives it.
Everything's a nail, is it, Miss Hammerhead? First it was your search, freighted with fear and fragmented memories. Now it's the train. Never time for tea. While your brain's on holiday, we're ruined. Now we're all mad here, and that's a good excuse for going to hell in a teapot, but not for forgetting what your senses saw. Forgetting is just forgetting, except when it's not. Then they call it something else. I'd like to forget what you did. I've tried, but I can't.
You've used me and abused me, but you will not destroy me.
No, the damage is done. The old Alice and her Wonderland retreat are demolished. You can't even recognize what's happened, and you're powerless to change it or move against me. I've made certain of that.
This
Come
isn't
to
true.
receive your punishment, then?
I know I'm guilty of something, but punishment never suits the victims of the crime.
Abuse is a crime the strong visit on the weak.
Ooh.
You're right. Abusers are insufficiently punished for the damage they do.
True.
Those who witness abuse without seeking retribution for the harmed pay a penalty. Your own pain mitigates your failure to act earlier, but you may not yet have paid enough for witnessing the pain of others.
Bystander effect. That's what they're going for here. So we start with that first fragment of memory, and it seems that Alice is being accused of the bystander effect. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's essentially where you see something happen and you do absolutely nothing. You choose to stand by, and your body either goes into a shutdown or you simply don't have the faculty to do anything. It's caused quite a lot of major controversies.
You corrupted my memories, but you failed to make me forget.
I could have made you into a tasty bit. Clients out the door waiting for a piece from
Oh,
a illusion
God.
of beauty with no memory of the past or no sense of the future. But you wouldn't forget. You insisted on holding on to your fantasies. You're mad, like your sister.
Don't speak of her. You didn't know her.
Your sister was a tease, pretended to despise me. She got what she wanted in the end.
If he did what I think he did, then he deserves to die incredibly slowly.
My Lizzie, what is this train's destination?
Madness and destruction. You shouldn't ask questions you know the answer to. It's not polite. And that noise wasn't Lizzie talking in her sleep.
Oh, no. Oh, poor Lizzie.
And there are no centaurs in Oxford. Make your survival mean something, or we are all doomed!
I was going to say, the room stayed dark, and I thought my game had glitched out. Because it went completely and utterly dark, and I very briefly saw a shadow version of Alice. And I expected it to be like a dark puzzle room, but no. As I say, I love the effects here, 'cause like if you look underneath, it's very basic. Kind of like when we were in Tartarus and Persona 3, you know, when you saw the infinite stairway with the blood. It reminds me a lot of that. And that's a good thing, by the way. That's a very good thing. Let's go floating because we can. Whee! Meanwhile, good evening, Queen. I've seen you jump in there. Yes, we are back as Alice in the Mad Train. And I say, the Gothic cathedrals, the constant blowing the void. Again, reminds me a lot of Tartarus. Ah, so now we have an actual level by the looks of it. And it's as if we're actually at the engine room for the train. Oh, gotta be careful there. There's a platform off the edge. Do not want to fall into that. I get the feeling that I won't end very well. I don't like that insignia on the floor. Here he comes.
Hide in your shell.
Yep, this looks like a boss. Ah, so there's nails in the back of his hand.
Be paid for.
And they can fall off the edge, so you've got to be careful. Oh! Come on, get to it. He shot his own guys.
Could you kill a fly?
Yeah, this is good. And we've dodged that, which is awesome. Start healing that. Come on, damn it. I was on the wrong side of the hand, which is unfortunate. That's okay, you can fry your own guys all you want. That's fine by me. Oh, I'll have that, thank you. Big heart, big rose. I have no idea, Joe, it could be. I also don't know. I'm expecting there to be more phases though, because we've only seen a few of the characters so far. Okay.
Cost of forgetting is high.
It's an interesting fight, but at the same time quite annoying. no one's dropping any health at the moment, which is really irritating. Thank you, I'll do. Ah, great. Right, so he's now got a tentacle beast, which is what I really don't need. Unless I can make him attack his own guy. Yeah, that's not worked. Now we're in serious bother here. Yeah, this is hardly balanced, this one, to say the least. In terms of how we're doing, all good here so far, absolutely all fine. So apologies if I go a bit quiet, but as I say, it seems we're a very complicated boss, which I want to make sure I get close to. Let's go in psycho mode because we can. Ah, damn it. So the question is, how far back do we continue from? That's the question. This is the big question here. How far back do we continue from? All the way from the start, I would seem. So if that's the case... Yeah. Yes, that's right. Suck on my Vorpal Blade. My Vorpal Blade is very powerful. Okay. I'll stay away from the edge as best as I can. Spam evasion as best as we can. It's the little animations it has that makes me laugh. You have to wait for it to become vulnerable, which is irritating. It's a trope in bosses. When you think about it, it's a bit of a trope. Kind of an annoying trope at the same time. Oh, it seems it's out of power. Great. You've literally got to let the hand wear itself out. Oh, okay. Now what? Oh, so now we've got two hands. Well, to be fair, if you've got two hands, you should use them. Ah, you can't. I thought you could evade out of that, but you can't. Yeah, you can't do that either. That's fine.
Absurd protest.
Ah, and then you can attack the hand. Ah, now they're doing that annoying thing where they put spikes on the ground. Which is very, very annoying. a pretty disgusting boss in many ways, this. But in the best way possible. Ah, god damn it. That's really a nuisance. I dodged away from the attack, but unfortunately I hit a lot of spikes that form behind me. So it's a bit of a tricky one to deal with. It's okay, it's just annoying. No, actually, I'm not firing them with shadow. I'm firing the creepy demon faces that are shooting me with all kinds of weird crap. Thank you very much. That's what I'm frightened of. But then the problem is as well, the shadows are infinitely spawning. So I'm kind of in that situation where they don't really retreat. But I will say, if you can't kill them, you can get health, so it's one of those annoying situations, and a necessary evil to combat them. It's like I don't want to fight them, but at the same time I have no choice, it's the only way to stay alive. Ah, got me with some tar crap. Never mind. We'll try again. So yes, happy Friday to you as well. On that one, Arista Jack. How you doing, mate?
Make believe Avenger.
Oh, that's good. We've skipped to this part of the fight at least. That's not too bad. It's been a little lenient in that respect. That's useful. I think this is again one of those where you just need to understand its attack patterns, and once you've got that, you can kind of half dodge its moves. So I mean, because we saw how much damage they caused. The one problem, yeah. So now he's grabbed all of them. He's going to summon his. Oh, never mind. Go. Good. Start with some health. That's always welcome. Oh, I wasn't getting away with that. And I'm in an awkward place. I can't see what the hell I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Which hand's going to make the move first? You. Okay. That was a handy way out. I suppose the only way I'm going to win is if I get a grip.
Absurd pugilism.
Oh, what the hell? Pepper grinder for the win, I guess. Ah, interesting. She's in a bed, but dressed in a dress, and it looks like she's got a teddy back.
I'll see you charged. In prison, some half-wit bruiser will make you his sweetheart, and then you'll hang.
Indeed. A hysterical woman, former lunatic, roaring outrageous accusations against a respectable social architect and scientist. My God, Alice, who would believe you? I scarcely believe it myself.
You, monstrous creature. Such evil will be punished.
By whom? By what? Psychotic, silly bitch. Your madness will be punished. Now leave I'm expecting your replacement.
I snatched the key back. Oh, yes. I like how the colours have shifted to the blue as she's come out of the tunnel. Hey, I'm back in control all of a sudden. But I can only walk, so I'm not in jump around mode. And yeah, that gotta hurt. I mean, what can I say? It was a real grind to get here. He was... He made it on time at least. And he was madder than the Mad Hatter. Yes, Queen. Very, very unusual. But I love this design actually, like the Mushroom London. I think it's really, really cool how they've got like the really nice colours in the area now. The disparate bird song. So I'm guessing I'm supposed to return back to the Wayward... Yep, I can't go any further.
Alice. We can't go home again. No surprise, really. Only a very few find the way, and most of them don't recognize it when they do. Delusions, too, die hard. Only the savage regard the endurance of pain as the measure of worth. Forgetting pain is convenient, remembering it agonizing. But recovering the truth is worth the suffering, and our wonderland, though damaged, is safe in memory for now.
Ah, so... Oh! Well, so much for that, people. That was unexpected. That was the shortest final level I've seen in ages. I was not expecting that. 23 minutes in and game over, I guess. That was a totally unexpected one. I could have finished on the last stream, I don't know. But isn't this what happened with Digital Devil Saga 2? I thought I'll be clever and move on to another slot. Next thing, oh, game over, I guess. Yes, so that's the end of that, I guess. We managed to recover our Wonderland. We gave the Psycho Doctor what for, having beaten him up in Wonderland, and then shown him a new schedule. Let him grind between the wheels and the tracks, shall we say. And Alice, what a fantastic game. I've really enjoyed playing this. As I say, it's a bit jarring seeing these credits rolling the way they are at the moment. I don't know if that's my game, the version I'm playing on Steam or what, but either way, I did love the design of the characters. I thought the world was beautiful. The music was fantastic. Story really engrossing and really different. Especially the start to the last stream with the asylum and the whole look she had. That was really grotesque. Now, the rather sad news about this is that the creators actually had a script planned for a third game. And for whatever reason, EA won't let them make it. It's an important part of their legacy catalogue apparently, but they won't let them make the third game. All I know is that apparently it's called Alice's Asylum, and apparently if you go to American McGee's Patreon, if you're a paid member of his site there, you can actually read a storyboard of what they had in mind for the game. Modern platform, much more horsepower, and an audience who appreciate the kind of dark, gothic style. I mean, after all, we've seen the success of Tim Burton movies, we've seen a lot of people going for Halloween. It's like, the money's right there, EA. People will give it to you. Give them the budget and let them do it. I don't understand it. I've never quite comprehended it, really. But again, that's EA for you. Shorthand for evil arseholes. And the music stopped, which I'm concerned about. But yes, Alistair Jack, that was indeed the end of the game, apparently. And I'll say I'm concerned because of the speed the credits are scrolling at and the absence of music. I'm very nervous that now that I've beaten the game, I'm going to get a crash, which would be typical. Let's be honest, that would be typical for one of my streams, really. I thought I'd do this as a nice little finish off. I didn't expect it to be a finish in the finale that soon. I expected it to be quite a big final level involving going through all the depths of the car and everything else, and instead we fought a boss, who was annoying, but not unfair. It was one of those, once you knew the patterns for the boss, it was alright. And again, the typical trope of summoning a load of goons, which made it a lot harder than it needed to be, but that's what bosses do, don't they? Anyone who's got to a certain point in Persona 5 Royal, one of the palaces, will know all about that. But the absence of music makes me rather nervous, so I'm going to actually click the back button and see what happens next. I get a feeling it's going to take game, so I'll crash at the end, having done the start. You're not wrong, Queen, actually. That really would be a typical book end. I mean, for those of you who have obviously seen the parts of this game, what was your favourite part? What did you like most about it? I'd say I thought it was a really inventive use of the lore of Alice in Wonderland because of all the kind of association with being in a very different space and a very different mentality. I thought it was really cool how they delved into that. I loved the dual, like, kind of like the contrasting realities between the really grey, really nasty real world and the ultra bright, ultra colourful, anything goes world of Wonderland. I thought that contrast was beautiful. I loved I loved the way that Alice was portrayed, actually. She had this really, almost like punk kind of rebellion about her. When she was dragged out of the water by those guys and they started talking about how they were going to take her to the local bar and have their way, and she just basically told them to piss off. I loved that. It was great to see that side of it. The voice acting was beautiful. I'm a bit disappointed at the reveal of the Doctor. I was hoping the cat would have more of a relationship to the Doctor. I expected more from the cat who'd been guiding us away, as if they were leading us in the wrong direction. Don't get me wrong, though. Extremely good that they gave us that misdirection. Caught us by surprise with that. And it was satisfying to see the Doctor telling a victim, oh, well, no one's going to believe you. You're mad, you're crazy. I'm a respected member of society. Who's going to believe you over me? You're worthless, you're nothing. And Alice just goes, fuck you, and shoves him aside. It's interesting because this game came out in 2011, and a year later, there was a parallel to that where a former celebrity who essentially took full advantage of audiences was outed as a serial predator. And in their lifetime, apparently, they've done the same thing. I'm famous, me. I've raised loads of money for charity. Who's going to believe a crazy little girl like you? Absolutely disgusting. So it was good to see that someone's actually explored why that was always wrong and always will be wrong. And for anyone who's a victim out there, don't be afraid to speak out because people will listen. Yeah, Eye on the Wall, it's a really good shout. When she first enters Wonderland for the first time, it's really beautiful and peaceful. Like she's dropping down the sky, and then all of a sudden you see the dress change from the black and white to the blue, and the rising of the fauna, and the music change. I thought that was beautiful. As I say, it was really interesting to experience that firsthand on the first stream, because initially it had a very, let's say, kind of Dishonored kind of feel to it. You know, the way the character models are from the NPCs, and the universe being so bleak and drab and steampunky, definitely made me get vibes of what would come later in Dishonored, even though I played Dishonored first, because of course I did. As I say, this game, by the way, I got it on Steam for only like £3. I've actually got a copy on the Xbox 360, which is boxed and unopened, and that's the way I'm going to keep it, because it's apparently quite rare these days. Anyway, I'm not getting any music here, so let's track on to the next part, see if there's any post-credits scene. Nope, there's a crash. I called it. Absolutely called it. I called it, didn't I, people? So, with that in mind, what I'll do is I'll quickly go to... Nope, that's not going to work. There we are. I'll go to this screen, so I've at least got the camera in a way that you can actually still see me. So, what we're going to do is we're going to very briefly go off stream, and then I'm going to play something else. Because there's no way I'm ending after half an hour. That's way too early. So, don't go anywhere. We will be right back.